In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve systems with addition and subtraction. Looking at this system of equations, 4x plus y equals 36 and 2x minus y equals 6, we're going to solve this with addition. The way we would do that is to add both the equations together. So when we add this equation to the top equation, you'll notice that the y's are going to cancel out. Remember the additive inverse property? If you have a positive variable plus a negative variable, they're going to come to equal 0. So if we add a positive y and a negative y together, that's going to be 0. So we're going to be left with 4x plus 2x, which is 6x. Positive y minus y is just 0. And then we're going to have 36 plus 6, which is going to give us 42. So then we're going to be left with 6x equals 42. Now we just divide by 6 to get x by itself. So x is going to be equal to 7. And remember, when we solve a system of equation, we have to solve for an ordered pair because that would be the solution. So knowing that our x is 7, we're going to solve for y now. Taking this x, which is 7, and plugging it in to either equation. Let's plug it into the first equation. So we're taking this 7 and plugging it in for this x. So we're going to have that 4 times 7 plus y equals 36. 4 times 7 is 28 plus y equals 36. So now we're going to subtract the 28 from both sides to get y by itself. So that's going to leave us with y is equal to 8. So our solution to this system of equations is 7, 8. And we can double check that. If we were to take this 7 and plug it in for this x, and we were to take this 8 and plug it in for this y, we would get that 2 times 7 minus 8 equals 6. 14 minus 8 equals 6. If I were to give you the system of equations 3x plus 4y equals 22 and 3x plus 2y equals 12, this one can be solved with subtraction. If we were to subtract these two equations from one another, the 3's are going to cancel out. A positive 3x minus a positive 3x is going to be a 0x. So we're getting rid of this variable x. And that's our goal behind this. Our goal behind solving using elimination is to cancel out or get rid of a variable. So 3x minus 3x is going to give us 0x, or just 0. 4y minus 2y will give us 2y. 22 minus 12 is going to give us 10. So we're going to be left with 2y equals 10. So now we're just going to divide by 2 to get the y by itself. So y is going to be equal to 5. Knowing that y equals 5, we need to solve for x now to get our solution. That being said, we're going to take this 5 and we can either plug it in for this y here or this y here. Let's plug it in to the second y. We're going to have 3x plus 2 times 5 equals 12. That's going to be 3x plus 10 equals 12. Now we have to subtract the 10 from both sides. That's going to leave us with 3x equals 2. Now we just need to divide by that 3 to get the x all by itself. So we're going to get that x is equal to 2/3. So 2/3, 5 is our answer for this system of equations. Again, if we were to double check, plugging 2/3 into the first x, we're going to get 2/3 times 3, which is just the 2, plus, then we're going to have a 5, plug it in for the y, and that's going to give us 20. And 20 plus 2 is 22. It is not necessary to check, but it is always a good idea to plug your final answer or your coordinate into the equation that you didn't use to solve for the last coordinate. For example, we plug this 5 into the second equation to solve for x. So when I get my answer, I'm going to want to plug these two numbers into the first equation to double check.